Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 7 and today we will present the case of succession planning of HP and Apple. Before we start, we will introduce ourselves. First is my Azlan bin Zainal Abidin. My match number is 197335.
Yuki.
My name is Yuki and my train number is 186482.
Aisha.
Hi, my name is Noaisha binti Muhammad. My matching number is 197004.
My name is Norsha binti Jamaluddin. My matching number is 196343.
Hi, my name is Nur Anusariza binti Awaludin. Matric number 196789.
Okay, that's our teammates. Okay, we will start with introductions.
Okay. Succession planning. Succession planning has been defined as the method of identifying talented and potential employees and providing them with opportunities to develop a certain potential and gain additional skills, especially in managerial, supervisory, and leadership skills. Okay. In organization, they identify and develop new leaders by choose the highest performance and highest potential so that they are ready to take over when their current leader leave. Meaning that if they can sustain good performance throughout the period until the leader's position is vacant and need a replacement, they will be among shortlisted and finalists. This show a succession planning allows to have the right people in the right place at the right time. Okay, so this is the second pointed star model. It's a famous model developed by Roswell 2001 for the systematic planning and management of succession. In this model, 7 steps are: first is the decision makers of the organization should commit to systematic planning and management of succession. And the second one is assess the current work or requirements for people where decision makers should explain where key leadership positions exist within the organization and use one or more approaches to determine requirements for work or competency. In the third step, it is very important to determine how well individuals perform their jobs, as most succession planning and management programs require individuals to perform well in their current jobs in order to be effective for advancement. In step 4, it needs to define competency requirements in future key leadership roles. To do so, decision makers should try to determine potential criteria and competencies for the job. The fifth step relates to determining the assessment for individual future potential and its match to their future work requirements. Usually, the company will establish a method for evaluating the potential of future individuals. In the sixth step, the organization should establish a continuing program for leadership development to grow future leaders internally. And finally, it must be subject to continuous evaluation to determine how well it works in order to develop the succession planning and management program. Next, I will pass to next presenter.
About the section planning of Apple, which people called it Apple University. So Apple University was founded in 2008. It is mainly an expansion and a growth plan within the company. The purpose of it is to train model-level employees and managers to communicate the decisions that made by Steve Jobs and the other company executives. So next page, please. Apple University completes the succession plan through the following steps. So the first one is determine the talent that Apple needs. The future leaders of enterprises are the organizers and leaders of strategy implementation. So their capabilities must meet Apple's strategic requirements. The second one is use evaluation tools to evaluate potential candidates. When evaluating political candidates, pay attention to the use of evaluation tools. Commonly used evaluation tools include performance operational data, and it can also be used in personality and physical tests, role-playing, and evaluation centers that use in requirement selection. Third one is provide students with tailor-made career development plans. Apple determines the training needs of successors that's based on the creative model of future positions, so that it has all kinds of professional knowledge and abilities that are suitable for the need of organizational development and the ability to meet the requirements of future positions. The last one is pay attention to job vacancies and candidate development. The ultimate goal of enterprise succession plan is to ensure that organization can find the right person for the position at that right time. So if it focuses on the managers that the job and the successor in two steps, and the candidate and coordinates the job vacancies and the development of candidates. Next page, please. This picture is about the sculpture of Apple University. As the following pictures, the university is designed around capturing Steve Jobs' creative learning and translating this into content programs and materials which Apple employees and leaders can use into the future. So in the conclusion, today Apple University is still a well-kept secret. It is one of the most innovative and exciting forms of succession management yet to be seen. Although Steve Jobs has passed away for nearly a decade, his creative way of thinking and keen business achievement still learn from more people through Apple University. So that's all for my part.
Okay, I will explain about succession plannings of Hewlett-Packard or HP. The Hewlett-Packard company was built by Bill Hewlett and David Packard. Their headquarters is in Palo Alto, California, USA. The company has a global presence in the field of computing, printing, and digital imaging, as well as selling other software and services. HP was famous for developing each new generations of leader in-house. However, since 1999, HP has had no internal succession planning. Okay, next. Okay, RECRUITMENT, who became CEO in 2011, believed succession planning is absolutely essential, requiring more of an internal focus. HP company always make sure that succession planning are governed by specific, measurable, appropriate, realistic, and timely goals for which measure of success have been predetermined. Okay, next. HP now has a maniacal focus on talent development set by Tracy Kyok. The most important thing in HP company searching is talent and leadership development. A leader that HP company wants is a leader which can identify people potential and also can manage employee contribution. Every managers that being hired, they need to have advanced knowledge and understanding about e-learning tools, including HP own virtual classroom. HP company emphasizes in every employee's annual development plans includes an element of developing leadership competencies. Okay, next. Okay, here are the implications of succession planning. First, the need to identify, develop, and retain top talent for critical job roles never been more important. They highlight the baby boomers generation retirement, global financial crisis, and increased globalizations. They also imply that principle of effective talent management, alignment with strategies, internal consistency, embedded in the culture and management environment. Okay, next. Okay, here are the results from their poor succession planning in HP. First, they fail to preserve corporate history, lacks the value of knowledge capital, public distrust, lost productivity, and more will happen from the poor succession planning in HP. Okay, next. Due to poor succession planning of previous CEO, HP has lost its ability or willingness to promote from within a few years ago. Their talent strategy consisted of two words, go outside. Now, HP CEO, McWhiteman, is encouraging internal promotions. Internal promotion now account for 65% of senior leadership as opposed to 35% a few years ago. HP has also now got internal development programs in conjunction with Harvard and Stanford. It's a newfound focus on development. The next.
Okay, so now I will proceed to similarity succession planning between Apple and HP. Even though they are the biggest similarity, but both of them have a career development. In Apple, they determine the career development by a quality model. The candidate also has a kind of professional knowledge and abilities will be chosen. While in HP, they have done some mentoring to the candidates. HP believes that succession planning is absolutely essential and requiring more of an internal focus. Next. Both of this company also have some similarities in use of evaluation tools. In Apple, they use evaluating tools such as performing appraisal data, personality and data, and also role playing. While in HP, they're true employee to the contribution. So next.
Okay, now I will explain about the differences of succession planning between Apple and HP. Okay, we know that succession planning is a strategy to ensure that a business continues to run smoothly after a company's leader or CEO or the most important people move on to new opportunities, retire or they pass away. So there are the advantages of succession planning are so compelling that every organization is willing to have one. However, there are different kind of strategies that have been used by both Apple and HP companies. So you can see that as for Apple, they are internally promote a homegrown leader to the CEO position, the appointment of internal leader. Okay, the transition of Tim Cook, the CEO, to the CEO of Apple was a seamless success to them because it gives them an advantage as they hire a successor who knows where their business is going and how to get there. So the CEO was great at the inside things, and a large part of Apple's long-term success will be attributed to how good they are at operation and supply chain integration. And we can see that Apple learned from its history of succession planning misstep because the terminating of Steve Jobs in 1984 had resulted in a corporate decline. So this time, an internal successor was identified and prepared for the top position, and that's why they promote Tim Cook as the CEO. So next, Apple also has a great okay. Apple also had a great marketing organization. They built an organization that could meet their operational challenge head on. So for Tim Cook, he has his own inner circle that is selected by himself based on their performance. So he has invested significant time understanding his team member strength and know how to get great performance out of his organization. Okay, next. Okay. As for HP, they are different for HP because in the choice of their succession planning strategy, they select an external leader, the appointment of external leader, and they cycle through 4 external CEO in 6 years. So they appointed RECRUITMENT to the CEO position. So it making her the 6th CEO of the famous IT company only within a decade. So when we know that when board of director appoint a CEO from outside of the organization, they risk damaging the trust and goodwill of high performing internal teams. And the board director do believe that organization culture need an overhaul. That is why an external CEO appointment might be more appropriate. So in addition of the to the experience, CEO are hired from the outside of the company can bring more new skills and fresh perspective and cutting edge approach. So researchers have been analyzed that key business decision of new CEO and discovered that outside hired spend more money on research and development, and their decisions are indicative of a commitment to innovative. And we know that when a company is not performing, change is clearly needed, and the management should look for outside talent and breathe new life into the firm. The next. Okay, that's all from us regarding regarding our topic, the case of succession planning between Apple and HP. Thank you.